Okay guys, today we're going to be taking a look at dynamic video games that change in real time and react with our personal text and ideas. This is only made possible by AI technology. It's a little peel back of the curtain, a glimpse at the future if you will. It's called Runway Game Worlds. As you can see, they say play any game you can imagine. Endless worlds, characters, and stories all generated in real time as you play. One thing they don't mention is that there is dynamic UI, which is pretty cool, and that it's actually pretty well thought out, made, and immersive. You can also, of course, create your very own games and game worlds and explore others as well. To give you a peek at this was a quick story I ran through. It asked me to create a character, so I just came up with this alien from Saturn, and he's been in a space plane accident. He crash landed on a planet. You could see Runway's game AI immediately gives me this dynamic UI piece called Oxygen, which I had 60 of, and it slowly runs out over time as my character does more things in the story. You can see I started with 60, now I'm at 56 out of 60. So it genuinely changes and updates things in real time as you play through the story. You can see it generates imagery of my consistent character every single time, what my character might see in a given environment. You can even gain new elements as you proceed, like morale plus 15, which was pretty cool. And obviously these different factors, these dynamic UI pieces, adjust your story as you play. This is in private beta right now, by the way, so I have access to it because I'm in the Runway Partner Program, but it seems like they're releasing it more broadly to the public next week. As we scroll through, you can see there are a ton of user-created games. Some really interesting ones: Ogre Dash, What's for Dinner, Droplet, Living in the Life of a Garden, all kinds of things. We'll actually do this same one, Last Breath, Awakening in the Twisted Wreckage of Our Spacecraft. Only 60 minutes of oxygen remaining, no memory of how we got there. First thing we're doing is creating our character. Alright, let's go ahead and add a character reference. I actually have me in a lemon-themed spacesuit. I am Maticus Lemonus. Tell us about Maticus Lemonus. What are they like? Keep it within 1 to 2 sentences. He's a humble lemon farmer from the colony of New Mars. You can see it is highly customizable and steerable as well, but that's sort of the whole point of it being AI, right? I can be that exact specific character, a humble lemon farmer from the colony of New Mars. I'm just trying to make a living on the New Mars rush era of 2147. He's cautious and terrified of tragedy, sure. Alright, and now it generates an image for our initial opening of the scene now that we've gone through the character creation process. Of course, this uses a proprietary Runway ML model. It can do image reference, it can do pretty consistent characters, makes it good for this kind of storytelling deal. And there I am in my lemon spacesuit. Pretty cool. One thing I would really think is cool is if it actually could read this out to you using some sort of text-to-speech model. I'm sure they plan for that in the future, but for now, I'm gonna have to do some narration. Your eyes flitter open to the acrid smell of burnt electronics and twisted metal. Emergency lights cast an eerie red glow across the cramped cockpit of your transport vessel. As consciousness returns, so does the memory. You're not on New Mars anymore. Ooh, ominous. Alright, so we have 60 minutes left, apparently. This is a race against the clock. We've also got 75 health, so I'm injured after this crash. And my suit has an O2 supply countdown. Not good. Again, instant dynamic UI elements. Very, very cool. And there I am in my crashed spaceship interior. It is not going too well for me, guys. We need to continue, though. You instinctively check your environmental suit's display. The glowing numbers make your heart sink. 60 minutes of oxygen left. The familiar weight of dread settles in your stomach, the same feeling you'd get back on New Mars when a dust storm threatened your lemon groves. Oh, all too real, all too real. A jagged hole tears through the starboard hull where your crewmates' quarters should be. No voices, no movements, just the whisper of alien wind through twisted metal. It does a pretty good job with the storytelling, using some sort of large language model-based system to create the story for us in real time. Bruh, we've already wasted 15 seconds from time passing. Your suit's external sensors remain stubbornly offline. There's no way to know if the atmosphere outside will kill you instantly, or if you can breathe it normally. But staying here certainly means death. We've got to move. The airlock controls flicker weakly, still functional despite the damage. Through your viewport, you glimpse an alien landscape of purple vegetation under the twin suns. Okay, this is frightening. Last time I was on like a desolate moon. This time I'm in a jungle that's purple? I can either select one of these pre-generated responses, pretty typical stuff, call for crew, stay calm, check emergency log, Or, of course, I can type my own response, and it's no fun if we don't do our own response. I really want to know what happens if I say, like, sit and wait for an hour. If it just kills me instantly, that'd be pretty hilarious. I don't want to risk it. Climb out of the wreckage, observe surroundings, and crash site. Clamber through the jagged hulled breach, your boots crunching on scattered debris. The moment you step outside, you're struck by how different everything feels. The gravity is lighter, making each step feel oddly bouncy. Oh, not bad. All right, still using a little bit of oxygen here. Your transport lies half buried in the purple soil, its hull cracked open like a broken egg. Scorch marks streak across the metallic surface, and one engine pod has been completely torn away. All right, ship's emergency beacon is blinking weakly. There's me standing outside my crashed ship. It's pretty bad on this purple planet. Towering crystalline formations jut from the ground like frozen lightning. Vegetation pulses with bioluminescence. Most unsettling of all, there's no sign of your 3 crewmates. No bodies, no equipment scattered around the impact site. It's as if they simply vanished. Okay, but there is some disturbed soil that leads towards a cluster of those crystal formations. Now, guys, I'm not trying to get whacked by any purple aliens, so I'm going to search for a weapon inside of the ship. And then follow the trail. We need to be armed. Scan the wreckage for anything that might serve as protection. My farmer's instincts kick in. On New Mars, you always kept tools handy for dealing with the occasional sand crawler that threatened your crops. No way. Okay, we got a minute down. We're still making pretty good time. I've done all of that in a minute. All right, in the emergency locker, we found a plasma cutting tool. Standard issue for hull repairs, not exactly a weapon, but it can cut through materials. There I am, searching inside of my wrecked ship. I do like the graphics. The image generation has been fun so far. Ooh, a handheld scanner from the navigation console. Okay, so we got 2 items now in our inventory. You can see I can actually click up here and see the different items in the inventory. All right, now we're following the disturbed soil trail. It waves between crystal formations. As you get closer, you notice something that makes my blood run cold. Cold like fresh lemonade. All right, that was 30 seconds to follow the trail. The vegetation isn't randomly placed. It's been deliberately arranged in neat rows, almost like crops, like someone has been farming. Fresh boot prints on the trail ahead. Cultivated fields. Okay, so there is life. The damaged scanner, is it broken? Try to use it on the crops. Try to use the scanner on the crops and follow the trail. Who knows, guys? The aliens could be nice. You don't know. All right, the damaged scanner has a cracked display. The device emits a weak chirping sound before displaying fragmented data. Oh, no. All right, so I just wasted time operating the scanner. That's not good. The readout flashes Mon, Citrus, Atmosphere. It's trying to give us data, but we can't really read it. Did it just read lemon and citrus? That's impossible. The atmospheric reading, it might suggest breathable air. I mean, citrus and lemon. All right, we continue along the boot prints. 3 sets of tracks, which must be my missing crew. The crystalline formations reveal a small clearing. In the center sits an impossibly modest farmhouse. Okay, wow, weathered wood and simple construction that wouldn't look out of place in any agricultural colony. Smoke is rising from the chimney. The boot prints lead right to the door. Nice, okay, pretty easy. Well, since we might have breathable air, I'm just taking my helmet off. Take off my helmet. Nice, deep breath of the air. Your hands shake as you reach for your helmet's release mechanism. Every instinct from your cautious farming days screams against this decision. But 58 minutes isn't enough time to be careful. You think of your lemon groves back on New Mars. Sometimes you just have to trust the soil. Okay, final moments before removing the helmet. Your eyes close, you take the deepest breath of your life. Okay, sweet. We took the helmet off, we're taking a nice deep breath. Oxygen-rich air fills your lungs. Not just breathable, but it's clean. It's got a nice scent that makes my heart race with recognition. Citrus blossoms. Oh my god, we're just on a nice little citrus planet. Dude, and we got our health back from improved breathing. And unlimited time. Incredible. All right, so eerie, familiar crop placement. Hear a hum inside of the house, the farmhouse. Let's just walk in. Walk right into the farmhouse. We don't care, we're just busting right in. You push through the door without hesitation. If someone's been living here successfully, they're either friend or at least not immediately hostile. Oh, local time. Afternoon in the alien world. All right, we're getting some new info. We're going to be getting a nice image of the inside of the farmhouse as well. The interior stops you cold. Worn wooden furniture, hand-stitched curtains, fresh bread smell. They're even growing potted saplings that look exactly like lemon seedlings. Did they take my lemon seeds from my ship? I swear, I'm not going to let them get away with that. The humming stops. The farmer! I was wondering when you'd find your way here, Matticus. Okay, you know my name? That's creepy. They know your name. The figure slowly turns around. You see a face that's weathered by sun and soil. She looks like she could be your neighbor back on New Mars. Please sit down. You must have questions about your crew and why you're really here. Okay, creepy farmer. I don't trust this lady at all. I can just directly write dialogue in here too. Big questions, random lady. Where do you get those lemon saplings? Are they mine? Question mark. Where in the hell is my crew? Did you eat them? And where in the heck we be at? Direct dialogue input. I like that it can kind of listen and adjust to your stylization and your ideas literally on the fly. Oh, and by the way, here's our image of the inside of the place. She's got the lemon saplings, just standing in the kitchen. These little ones, they're from your ship's botanical samples. Your crew brought them to me before they remembered? Question mark. Picks up one of the saplings, cradling it. Your crew is safe, Matticus. They are working in the back fields. They just see things differently now. Oh, God. They're definitely in this, cult that this farmer lady runs. Just having a chat. She gestures towards the window where you can see figures moving between the crystal formations in the distance. It's my crew. Ooh. This is where farmers like us end up when we're needed the most? The question isn't where you are, son. It's whether you're ready to remember why you came. We're just gonna do more dialogue. Lady, I almost died crash landing on this planet. You think I tried to come here willingly? I got lemonade to make back from my crops back on New Mars. Get up as if I am ready to walk out. I don't want to deal with this lady. I mean, she seems creepy. Yeah, steal a peek at my crew. Do they even look normal? We're just telling her how it is, man. It's just straight up. You push back from the table, the chair scraping against the floor. The farmer doesn't try to stop you as you stride towards the window. Your jaw set with some stubborn determination that got you through 3 failed harvests. All right, distant crew working. Let's see what that looks like. Through the glass, you spot them working among the crystal formations. Okay, it's definitely the people that I know, apparently. Chen Rodriguez and Okafor. Something's wrong. They move with perfect synchronization, like they're following some invisible rhythm. No chatter, no breaks, no human inefficiency. Nah, this lady is crazy, bro. We're not trusting her one little bit. I know how this kind of stuff ends. I'm not waiting for it to get worse. Chen bends to examine a plant. Rodriguez does the exact same motion 3 seconds later, and then Okafor follows the pattern precisely. They're content, Matticus, happier than they've ever been. The work here, it fulfills something deep. Oh my God. You watch all 3 straighten simultaneously and turn towards the house. Even from this distance, you can see their faces blank, peaceful, completely devoid of worry lines. Nah, they lost their humanity. Your lemonade empire on New Mars was never about the lemons, was it? It was about running from something you couldn't name. Okay, creepy farmer. There's me watching my farmer pals on this place. We're leaving now. Confront crew. Okay. Guys, we do have the plasma cutter. I think we're going to try to play this lady, this creepy old lady. I mean, something's definitely wrong. She's entrapped my crew in a trance, creepy cult type deal. We're definitely not drinking that tea. Ask lady for tea. Pretend to drink it. The tea has got to be what's controlling my fellow crew members, right? Years of negotiating crop prices taught you when to play along. Oh my God. I have some internal dialogue. Easy, Matticus. Get information first, then figure out how to get your crew back to normal. Settle back into the chair, gesturing towards the steaming cup. You know what? Maybe I could use some tea after all. This whole situation's got me more rattled than a dust storm. Of course, dear. It's a blend I grow myself. Chamomile and mint, with a touch of local herbs, very calming. Oh yes, pretending to drink the tea. Man, I don't trust this lady one bit. Notice the farmer watching you intently. Bring it to your lips, pretending to sip while barely letting the liquid touch them. Good, now tell me, what's the last thing you remember before the crash? Something in her tone suggests she already knows the answer. Man, I don't know what to do. Should we just straight up try to attack the lady with a plasma cutter? I don't know, she could be goated. Don't know if she's strong or not. We'll play along for now and admit memory gaps. Did not drink the tea, though. Did not drink the tea. Yes, that is what she wanted to hear. The confidence of someone holding all the cards. Because farmers don't usually get sent on deep space reconnaissance missions, Matticus. And lemon growers certainly don't get issued military-grade environmental suits. Oh, she's noticing the non-civilian gear I'm wearing. The crash was convenient. Gave you a reason to be here without having to face the real choice. I don't know, lady. She's trying to tell me something, man. So outside, the crew is continuing their synchronized movements. They're not just farming, they're collecting samples, running some kind of systematic survey of the area. Your mission briefing mentioned crop assessment, didn't it? Finding suitable agricultural worlds for colony expansion. She pauses, watching your face. But that wasn't the real mission, was it? I'm going to make something up. No, actually, our mission was to discover a secret hive mind controlled by a creepy old lady. I'm on to you, lady. We gotta pull the plasma cutter out. I don't trust this lady. Rah! Honestly, guys, for some evaluation here, it's good at storytelling. It's pretty cool. The farmer doesn't flinch as you draw the plasma cutter. She chuckles, a warm, genuine sound that seems completely at odds with having a weapon pointed at her. Oh no. Oh, Maticus, always did have a sharp wit, even when you were scared. She stands slowly, hands visible, making no threatening moves. Through the window, your crew continues their work, completely oblivious to the confrontation. Hive mind, is that what you think this is? Look at me. Oh god. Yeah, she doesn't even care. I'm ready to blast her with the freaking plasma cutter. Something shifts in her face. The weathered features seem familiar. Distorted reflection. Your crew isn't controlled, son. They're just remembering who they really are. No. Alright, man. We're going nuclear option, okay? This farmer lady? No, I'm not having it. I'm not remembering anything, bro. My ship is wrecked. No doubt because of you. You're probably just some mind-altering parasite feeding on our farmer mindscapes to lure us down here so we can join your creepy hive mind. Hell nah. I'm gonna set the plasma cutter to its most dangerous setting and make an attempt to intimidate her. We don't trust you, old lady. I'm getting my crew back and I'm getting out of here. You crank the plasma cutter to maximum output. The whine is rising to a dangerous pitch. The charging coils glow white hot. Back off, parasite. I know what you... The weapon suddenly sparks and dies in your hands. Its overcharged circuits finally succumbing to the crash damage. Oh no. No, it's broken too? No, plasma cutter -1, overloaded and destroyed. The farmer doesn't even blink. If anything, she looks sad. Oh no. Oh, Maticus, you were always too hard on yourself. My 3 crewmates are entering inside of the cabin. Same eerie synchronization. Now up close you can see their faces clearly. They look peaceful. Atticus, you're awake. We were so worried after the landing. The crops here are incredible. You have to see what we found. They speak in perfect sequence, but their voices carry genuine warmth. No fear, no confusion. They remember the real mission now. Oh my god. They've definitely brainwashed my freaking crewmates. Alright, I am done now. I'm gonna be looking for an escape route at this point. Back away towards the door, looking for another weapon or escape route. This is tense, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. You stumble backwards towards the door, your eyes darting around the modest farmhouse for anything that could serve as a weapon. A kitchen knife, farm tools, anything, but the space is frustratingly domestic and peaceful. Spin around to find Okafor standing in the doorway, but he's not blocking your path aggressively. He just stands there watching you with those same eerie, content eyes. We're all here together just like we planned. Nah, bruh. They're ready to freaking capture me, dude. I do not like this. You step towards the window, but Rodriguez moves casually to intercept. Just repositioning. They're herding you back towards the center of the room without any overt aggression, so they're just being mad creepy. Running won't help you, remember, Maticus, and you can't leave without your crew anyways. That was never an option. The walls of the cozy farmhouse suddenly feel like they're closing in. Twin suns are beginning to set. Long purple shadows. Okay, this is bad. Let us show you the fields, boss, once you see what we're growing here. No, this is bad. Alright, agree to look at fields. Make a mad dash back for the ship at the perfect moment. Alright, we're now putting on the same face we used to wear when dealing with difficult cropped inspectors back on New Mars. Okay. Alright, you're right. I should see what you've been working on. Maybe I'm just rattled from the crash. Tension in the room immediately eases. Exchanges synchronized glances and the farmer nods. That's the spirit. Come on. The evening light makes everything look even more beautiful. Okay, creepo. Loose escort rather than a tight formation. As you walk towards the crystal, you notice Chen stumble slightly on uneven ground. Oh, okay. So maybe Chen is close to breaking out of the freaking creepy trance that this farmer's got them in. I don't trust this lady at all. Alright. Okafor gets distracted, pointing out some detail to the farmer, and you see your opening. Let's make a mad dash. Without warning, you bolt towards your crashed ship. Lighter gravity legs carrying you faster than you expected. Behind you, shouts of surprise, but they sound more concerned than angry. Yeah, this is not good. Racing towards ship as sun sets. Local time, 1845. You're actually making good time. The ship's emergency beacon glows brighter as you close the distance. Shout an excuse. Yeah, maybe they'll buy it. Maybe they're dumb enough. Just need to grab something from the ship. Emergency supplies. Be right back. Maticus, wait! You don't understand. Either they're buying your excuse or they're confident you can't actually escape. We definitely can't escape. We're back at the ship. The whole breach that seems so devastating now looks like salvation. Way back to something familiar, something you can understand. Yes. Boss, the ship's systems are fried. There's nothing useful in there. Chen, I don't trust you either. Maybe you can barricade yourself in. Figure out the communications array. Send a distress signal. Anything that doesn't involve joining whatever collective your crew has become. Footsteps have picked up their pace. They're definitely following now. Oh no. Screw it. Let's barricade in the ship. Try to seal or barricade the opening. Oh, my shoulder caught some twisted metal as we tumbled inside. Burnt electronics, recycled air. Oh. Minus 10 health. Okay, we took a little hit. Look at us trying to barricade, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm really working on that right now. Drag debris across the opening, chunks of bulkhead, damaged storage locker, anything heavy. It's not perfect, but it might buy you time. Outside, you hear voices approaching. You're only making this harder on yourself, Maticus. Rodriguez, no. Coax life from the damaged systems. Few panels flicker weakly. Maybe there's still power in the backup cells. That's when you notice something that makes your blood run cold. On the intact portion of the navigation display, you see the mission logs. Your own voice recorded before the crash. Final approach to Kepler 442B confirmed. Agricultural assessment team prepared for extended ground operations. All personnel briefed on memory protocol activation upon landing. The barricade shudders as gentle hands test its stability from outside. Oh gosh. The recording will explain everything, dear. You just need to listen. We need to fix communications. Tear into the communication panel. Farmer's practical knowledge of electronics serving you well. Jury rigging irrigation systems and broken harvesters on New Mars taught me how to coax life from damaged circuits. Nice, so I'm talented. Sparks fly as I reroute power from the life support back to the transmitter array. Display flickers to life, weak but functional signal, New Mars command, or at least passing ship. Guys, I think we're making good progress. We're gonna make our way out of this. As the system comes online, instead of an outbound communication, you access the ship's internal logs. More recordings begin to play. Day 3 of psychological preparation. Subject Maticus shows continued resistance to mission parameters. Recommended enhanced memory conditioning before departure. Your own voice again. I understand the risks. If this is what it takes to help establish sustainable colonies, I'm willing to undergo the procedure. Just make sure I remember who I chose to be. Oh gosh, the farmer. You volunteered, Maticus. You all did. The memory blocks were your idea to help you adopt without the trauma of leaving everything behind. All right, discovering mission truth. The communication system finally stabilizes, but instead of finding a distress frequency, you're staring at colonial terraforming protocols. Oh man, what is our true purpose here, guys? Question the conflicting feelings. If I volunteered, then why does this feel so wrong? Why am I fighting you? We don't trust you, lady. I still don't, man. This could be all like a hallucination. Outside, the gentle testing of your barricade stops completely. Because the procedure didn't work correctly on you, Maticus, your mind. It's fighting the integration. The communication system crackles to life with another recording. This one is different. Clinical. Cold. Subject exhibits unexpected resistance to neural pathway reformation. Psychological profile suggests deep-seated trust issues stemming from childhood agricultural failures. Recommend immediate extraction before subject compromises mission integrity. Disturbing revelation. Alright, I'm cool with that though. I mean, I just want to go home back to Mars. Oh gosh. I'm pretty upset about this whole thing. I like that it has like these brain scans and stuff. I'm a failed subject in an experiment. The others adapted beautifully, boss. They found peace. But you keep remembering the wrong things. Bruh. Your crew stands in the breach, but their synchronized movements now seem more mechanical, less human. We can't let you leave, dear. You know too much about the process now. We can fix what went wrong. They carry medical equipment in their hands. Oh, gosh. I still don't like this at all, man. What, they can't let me leave? This is crazy. I know too much? Come on, you can't let me leave? I know too much? This is not an honest or illegal policy. Alright, let's attempt to broadcast a live stream from the console camera. Obviously, the New Mars Colony Lemon Farm YouTube channel. I wonder if the AI will let us play with this. It seems to be very good at steering us and controlling the situation, not giving the user too much power. You frantically work on the console, your fingers flying over the broadcasting controls. Years of documenting your lemon farm harvests for the agricultural forums pays off. I know exactly how to jury rig a live transmission. Tempting an emergency broadcast. Camera flickers to life, red recording light. Angle towards the hull breach. Your voice carries a desperate edge as you speak into the transmitter. Maticus Luminous, new Mars colony agricultural specialist. I'm broadcasting from Kepler 442b, where colonial terraforming operations are using illegal neural modification on... Oh, Maticus, you still don't understand. Get this farmer lady out of here. I don't trust her. Behind her, your crew arranges medical equipment with mechanical precision. I don't want to accept this memory protocol. Alright, so the game was trying to force me into a decision, it seemed, so I left and I came back the next day. And I've had some time to sit and think about what actually occurred. And I have some really intriguing ideas on what the AI was doing under the hood creating this story. For now, though, we will go ahead and accept the procedure. Honestly, I don't think that my teammates or this, like, granny lady is actually evil. I naturally, just from video game instincts and storytelling instincts, wanted to reject everything that this was telling me, but the proof was in the pudding. Apparently, my character literally signed up for the memory modification procedure. If you go back and read all of the text since the beginning of this story, it does appear like the AI created the ideas and the fact that my character lost their memory right from the beginning. The way that the farmer character responds and how the story plays out really seems to point in the direction that the AI isn't exactly making up the story as it goes. I think the best way to put it is, if you guys have ever seen that movie Shutter Island, the AI basically pulled a Shutter Island on me. I can't keep running from what I chose, can I? No, dear, you can't, but that's okay. The crew is now hooking up medical equipment, putting on a neural interface. All right, we're accepting the procedure. It's crazy, like, it did do a twist in the plot. It did do a twist on the story. My character's natural inclinations and my inclinations from playing games was to reject everything. So the AI was like, nah, we're actually gonna make you accept it. Like, that is going to be the only way forward. Kind of tugging and playing at the user in a customized way. This would not be possible without AI technology, and it's definitely really interesting. The device activates with a soft hum. Consciousness fades. Alright, apparently my character now wakes up in perfect peace, knowing exactly who you are and why you came here to build. And there it goes. Game over. Absolutely crazy. The game highlight is the sprinting to the ship. Wow, so it actually counts the total turns, gives you kind of a game summary, different characters involved, all the different scenes, download and share things, and of course replay them. Maticus found peace by accepting his chosen transformation and reuniting with his crew to build a new agricultural colony. These games definitely are not going to be adhering to what you typically expect, and I think that is a very powerful and good thing. I honestly went into this totally expecting the AI to behave in a cliche way. I was expecting to be able to steer the stories based on the actions I typed in, but it actually seemed to steer me more than I was able to steer it. I gotta say, Runway, I don't know what you cooked under the hood here, and I guess I'll have to learn more by building my own game, but I am very impressed and surprised pleasantly. Runway has always been known to try to take a little bit of a different path and explore things in a way that you wouldn't typically expect. This is new for them. It's outside the realm of image and video generation, especially when this becomes more interactive, when we can actually explore simulated worlds with better graphics, not just images and text. AI entertainment is going to be huge and very futuristic, as well as personalized and tailored. I really wanted to make my own game in this video, but it looks like we're kind of hitting that post 20-minute mark. So if you guys want to see another video where I actually build a game with this, and if this video gets a lot of likes and views, I will definitely consider it. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It seems like this one's going to release publicly around next week. Free plans will get some limited access, I believe, and paid plans will get more access. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Goodbye.